Okay, we're working on 2006 Honda Ridgeline 3.5 V6. Runs excellent. Change oil every 1,200 miles. But I haven't not changed the brake fluid in 4 years. So I'm going to take a turkey baster, which I couldn't find no one to help me in the damn store to get. Put that up here. That goes there. Funny thing about the turkey baster, not one person in the store even knew what it was. I had to go to 2 or 3 stores to get it. Take this piece. Here's the filter comes out. Damn it. It's dirty. Looks dirty. Okay, let's put this up there with it. Okay. Oh god, that looks dirty. Oh, whoops. I had put a little fresh in it the other day, so. It's 4-wheel disc. Like I said, runs good. I change the transmission oil every 3rd oil change. I don't care what they say. And then what I'm going to do today is I'm going to bleed the front brakes first. No, I take that back. I'll set up and bleed the back brakes first, the longest route. Get rid of all that. And I'm using the pressed-down synthetic. Oh, God, this turkey baster works good. I wish I had a valve on it. I'll have to clean out the engine later on. Okay. Every little bit you can get out of there will help. Okay, I'll leave that there for the time being. I'll take this filter, empty this. I cleaned this filter yesterday. Got sucked into other people's emergencies. Put that right there, put that back there. Then I will pour that full of new brake fluid. .3, do not upgrade. Follow your manufacturer recommendations. Use the OEM fluid. I'm using the Prestone synthetic. And I will be back in a minute. I'll let that set up, wait for my helper to get up. I'll be right back. So this is the brake fluid I just took out of the Honda Ridgeline. I'm going to pour it into this clear water bottle. Give me a second here. Let me see. Hold that with that hand. Let me see. How the hell am I going to do that now? Okay, there. That's more stable. Okay. Just the fluid coming out of there. Pour it all in there at one time. Okay, and I'll let it settle. And we'll come back to it after it settles and see what kind of contaminants it is. Black already. So I got 4 years. I haven't changed the fluid. 4-wheel disc. And right now, it's dirty. You can get it up out of sunlight. Up in the sunlight, you can see, I don't know if you can see that. You see the water. Oh my God. That's some of the goddamn worst I've ever seen in my life. What the hell's floating around in there? Wait till you see what comes out of the caliper reservoirs. Oh my God. Okay, I'll come back. In fact, I'm going to let this settle for a whole day and see how it really breaks apart, because I just poured and shook it up, so I wonder how much more percentage. Right now it's at about 20% of the content in the bottle. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to pour the brake fluid into the reservoir. I have a helper here with me now. I highly recommend everyone use one of these little funnels like this, because you don't want to pour all of your electronics all over your engine. I'm going to clean the engine later on anyway. I used the pressed-on synthetic brake fluid, and I'm going to be clearing out what's left in the bottom of the reservoir. I got the filter back in there. Wait a minute, do I have the filter? Yes, the filter is back in there. Let me top this up real quick, and I'm going to go a little bit above the fill line so they have a little additional fluid in the reservoir. Okay, there I am. God damn it. I went too high. Okay. That's fine. And now I'm going to go ahead and set up underneath the vehicle. I'll put the cap back on in a minute to cover it up so that when we're pumping the fluid pressure up there, it won't shoot all over the place. I will probably suck a little bit more of it out right now, just to be on the safe side. I screwed up. Okay, that's perfect. And I'll pour that brake fluid that I just took out of there earlier, and we'll go ahead and put it in a clear bottle and see how bad it originally was. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in there. Cap on tight. Okay, now we are gonna set up down below the truck. Okay, here I am. I'm back on a 2006. I went down to the store, got some 3/8 and 5/16 hose, put over the bleeder screw where the fluid's going to shoot out to prevent me from getting brake fluid in my eyes again, like I have done in the past. So you can see here, I bought a 3-foot length of hose. I taped a bolt or a big giant nut on them so that it will drop right into my collection right here. Okay, my collection pan. I got the fluid already pumped up, and I already pre-loosened this up just for the video, otherwise I wouldn't do it at all. But that's already pre-loosed up there. And as you can see in the previous shot I did how dirty it was. Now we're going to see how dirty this fluid is in here, contaminated with water and impurities. Okay, pump it up please.
Pumping.
Hold it.
Holding.
Here we go. See what comes out. Push down.
I'm pushing down.
Oh my God, dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay, pump it up again, please.
Pumping.
Hold it.
Holding.
Oh yeah, dirty, 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 dirty. Okay, pump it up one more time.
Holding.
Hold it. Okay, I'm going to ask my helper to check their brake fluid, please.
I can let go of the pedal.
Let go of the pedal, please. There's a red funnel over there that you can use to avoid pouring all over the engine compartment. And Prestone synthetic brake fluid should be right up there.
Okay, it's still good.
Okay, then we can go back in. Let's pump it up again. By taking that extra minute or two to check, keep an eye on that fluid level, it will really pay off.
Holding.
We're opening it up. Okay. As you guys probably seen the little air bubbles when it came disconnected, but that was not from the caliper. That was my big ass hand on the damn caliper. Okay, pump it up again. Hold it. Okay, pump it up again.
Holding.
Maybe I should have put something on that. Okay. Look at the air bubbles come out of it now. Okay. Okay, check the fluid. A whole bunch of air bubbles came out. Okay, if you look around, there's no fluid. There's a couple of drops of fluid here because I dropped this little hose down. Everything else is staying clean. The main thing is there, I didn't want to spray everywhere. I could have took the tire off and did it another way, yes. But after getting this in my eyes way in the past, I didn't want to prevent that. And I maybe could have put a little tighter hose up there. I don't know, I probably pushed out a good 4 ounces. And I'm just going to show you on this one side. And basically the other side's the other way. Then I will take this fluid and I will dump it into a clear water bottle, making sure there's no water in the water bottle, and show you what I took out of the reservoir and what I took out of this forward right caliper, and we'll see how much water was in each one of them. One more pump. You ready?
Getting back in.
It's back in. Smash my arm.
Holding.
Hold it. I get tighter bottle there. Okay. A bit on it tighter. Okay. Pump it up one more time.
Holding.
Okay, that's it. Then the older I get, like, oh, my dog can lick that, or a damn rat can lick it. Told you I seen a rat the size of a kitten on it.
Yep. I've seen them that big.
Okay, we're here on the 2006 on the driver's side. The only thing I'm going to show on this side is removing that protective cap over your bleeder screw. Of course, I got my Leatherman on. And show you how clean it is from the last time I bled this out about 4 or 5 years ago. And you can buy these at the automotive store. Highly recommend you have them. I found my old Ford trucks to be completely corroded out, where I had to replace the bleeder screws, okay? So just a tip, go ahead and replace those. The rubber boot. Cheapest thing you can do. Okay, as you can see, we let the master brake cylinder reservoir separate more.
Let's get that in the sunlight.
It's at the 25% mark. 25%, 22, 23, 25%. Gonna let it settle down a little longer. That's what's in most cars. Now we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna pour the front caliper brake fluid I took out of there into a clean water bottle. Okay, see what we end up with here. So this is what was in the front calipers, one side, okay? And I'll let this separate too. Do the same thing. We already did the same thing for the rear. I'll put that in there. And I don't really see too much of a separation just yet. You can see right at the very top, you see about 1/8 of an inch right now. Separation is starting to separate from pouring it in there.
It's really dark and black.
Yeah, and let's come back to it. You can see that this has been fried out, and the owner of this vehicle is not a person that rides the brakes. They use gear braking on this Honda Ridgeline. And yes, the transmission oils change every 3rd oil change. So we're going to come back to it. We're going to go back to the Honda and do some other things. Okay, boom. Done.
I've worked on cars for over 15 years professionally now, and that's some of the worst brake fluid I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely got to be the worst I've seen in 50 years. Worst. Poured a little bit more in there. Okay, so I'm putting the brake fluid that from the rear brakes that I had flushed out the original after I cleaned out the master brake cylinder reservoir. I put brake fluid in there, fresh. Then I flushed out the whole system going out one side and the back. This is the driver's side rear. And this is, I drained out the reservoir completely. And this was the residue that I had. This is on the second flushing. I already did 2. Actually, I went through 3 or 4 of those brake bottles. Let's see. And it's just going to settle there. It's not all that bad. You see a little bit of debris floating around in there. And you can see on the very top, you can see 1/16 of an inch of water and dirt accumulating now. It's murky.
Wow, yeah, look at all the crap on the bottle.
Maybe you look down inside the bottle. Oh, nobody can see that. But flushing out your system is just fine. It's cheap. Go buy new calipers that are froze up for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
And professionally, I've seen a lot of caliper failures, master cylinder failures, etc., from contaminated brake fluid. a lot of sticky calipers caused by rust in the caliper inside, like the piston, the bore.
Here it is at 4 hours. Really swirl it around a little bit. You can see, oh my God, that. You can imagine going cross country in that.
Shake it up, see what happens.
That's what it looked like when I first took it out. Oh, then you can see how it's starting to separate right now.
Yeah.
Horrible. So I went down to the local store where they sell different sizes clear hosing, right? And I taped a bolt or a nut, whatever you got to them, so that when I put it into the reservoir, I had something there where it wasn't just going to coil up and pull out, right? And I made them about 3 feet long, so when I slip them over to the brake bleeding screw right here at the ends, they'll have an airtight fitting. So I put the ones that have the nice tightest fittings. Some of them are smaller, some are bigger. But these hoses cost me together $1.75. Okay? So always have this. Put this in your brake bleeding kits with all the different size wrenches I have. And this really, really helped out. And it stopped me from getting it all on my hair and all over my clothes like I used to do decades ago. So on older vehicles with a single master brake cylinder that controls all 4 wheels, I would always traditionally bleed out the bleeder screw farthest away, the second farthest away, then I would come up to the front, do the farthest away on the passenger side, and then I would do it on the other side. That way the fluid. And then do it all over again, so it's a flushing. Because those older type vehicles really got a lot of sludge in there. And in doubt, replace all the hoses too. And I would recommend replacing all the hoses, everything, about every 7 to 8 years. Depending on if you're in an area that uses salt. If you use salt, every 5 years. But keep an eye on everything. I mean, I've grabbed brake lines that just shattered right on the spot. The hoses, just touching them and bending them out of the way, broke right in too. Do I have any samples right here? No, because I throw them away.
Come on back. Slowly. Watch this ramp come spitting out and hit me in the face and kill me now. Slowly, you're almost there. 8 more inches. Right there. Let it roll. Got another inch to the stop. I'd back it up another inch or so. Yeah, right there. Parking brake. Okay.
I do like the parking brake in this vehicle.
No, I don't see it.
Stuck it in something. I don't know where I stuck it at. Where's that at? Right there.
It's right
Grab
there.
that.
So,
I can't reach it.
and Honda's, there's a service position.
Yeah, that's nice.
You can get the hood all the way open.
Yeah, I see no light shining down there.
Looking for the stick light, magnetic stick light.
No, I'm not going to lay on the board. Okay, I got the cardboard to protect my body.
Knee pads too, right?
Knee pads, been wearing them for 50 years. People always tell me, you got bad knees? I go, no. Well, why are you wearing knee pads? Because that's why I don't have bad knees. Okay, so I set the lights up. I'm getting ready to take off the protective little rubber cap right here. Using my Leatherman again. There. Now, I usually put these on with a little bit dab of grease, dielectric grease for the rubber. Keep
Yeah,
that right there.
Don't use petroleum grease on brakes.
Dielectric grease, petroleum?
No, dielectric grease is silicone grease. I'm just saying you cannot use like normal wheel bearing grease or anything on the brake parts.
So I just pre-broke the bleeder screw to protect my hands. Okay, so I'm going to put this bleeder hose on there, and it's going to go down to my reservoir. Then when we're done with the rear here, we'll do the front wheels. And this is more or less to show you how much dirt is in the system right now. I've already flushed it one time. Now this is with the new brake fluid. Let's see what we end up with. Okay. So if you can go ahead and pump up the brakes, please. Okay. Got that. Now, as you can see, I have my little hose into this oil tray there. And we'll see what comes up. Okay, stand by. Gotta get my hose. Oh, thank you. Goddamn thing. Okay. There you go. It's a little pain in getting the lights right there so you can see everything. Okay. Okay, hold it.
Holding.
Wait a minute, I gotta get the hose on it a little better. Stand by. Hold it. Okay, then you see the fluid coming out. I don't have it on there tight enough. Not happy with that whatsoever. It's going all over my damn pan. Okay. So this one here, I'm going to go ahead and just let it come out and land into the reservoir down here. This hose won't hold on there tight enough. Okay. And then I'm going to use water and I will soap clean up the whole driveway. Okay, hold it.
Holding.
Pump it up again.
Holding.
Hold it. Pump it up.
Holding.
Hold it. Pump it up.
Holding.
Hold it. One minute, stand by. Okay. Pump it up one more time.
Holding.
It's coming out clear now. Gonna switch to the other side. If you can go ahead and check the brake fluid level in the reservoir.
Leader's closed.
Huh?
Leader's closed.
Yes, the valve is closed.
Okay.
Bleeder screw is closed. Okay, so I'm going to move the light over to the other side. In fact, my hands are full of brake fluid. I won't be doing that. So that's basically how you do it. And I didn't want to have that stuff dripping everywhere, but I will be cleaning that momentarily. And there's my hands right there. And I'll be washing this hand within the next 30 seconds after this camera's turned off. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands before I do anything. My rubber glove. Okay, you can barely see it now. We let it settle again. This is what I pumped out of the reservoir with a turkey baster, which no one at the store understood what a turkey baster was because they don't cook nowhere, everything's microwave. And this is what we got out of the front calipers. And it is still separating this and that. Okay, there. And then this is what I did on the rear, the original flush job in the whole system. And you can see everything floating up on top. Let me see. You can see the little debris there. Film. More and more. So I spent like 3 bottles of pumping this whole thing out. Big. If you look at the yellow bottle, I got the quart size there. So was it worth doing that? Yeah, they're $6 a bottle. This and that. A whole bunch more fluid. I put the other waste product in something else. Now I'm going to go ahead and water down everywhere in the rear and the front. So if I spilt any fluid, brake fluid anywhere, that will take it off, and I'll wash the engine compartment so it won't be tearing up, no paint, no electrical items, and everything flushed out clean. I have a waste oil container there. I take it over to one of the local automobile stores. I put my bottles up there. I got rid of everything, and I'm just going to let it drip down until it stops 100%. Then I'll close the caps off, and I'll make sure this goes into the recycle bin too. But I'm going to let it all drip down. And as you can see here, well, you can barely see the residues of what was on the inside of that brake fluid there.
Horrifying.
I don't know what it is. This will take off any residue. And that's brake fluid residue. Only on the rear of that little spill. I don't want this to go to my trees.
It's got to be at least 100-year-old pine tree and a 100-year-old cedar tree.